Start your day smelling great. If you want to smell like this, Absolu Aventus, but you're on a budget, then in front of me are two alternatives that would get you there without breaking the bank. The alternatives are Club de Nuit Precious One and Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. Now, these two fragrances, in my opinion, they do not smell alike. I've never smelled Absolu Aventus, but the hype on the internet is that both of these fragrances smell like Absolu Aventus. Now, when I say they do not smell like each other, let me clear myself up there. This fragrance here, in my opinion, it's more harsh at the opening. It's a bit more oak mossy. You have a lot more of the oak moss note prominent, and the dry down is not as smooth as this here. This they have, in my opinion, a very smooth opening. You have the lemon smokiness from the original Aventus, which I would have smelled, but this is more sweet. If I could go down that route, this is more sweet. By no means because I'm saying that these two, in my opinion, don't smell like one another, mean that, you know, they don't either smell like Absolu Aventus or don't smell good. In fact, quite the contrary. This smells very masculine. This is a bit more relaxed, I should say. That's a Club de Nuit, of course. In terms of longevity, I get about 8 hours noticeable from this, and I have about the same 8 hours to about 9 hours noticeable from this one here. So they are pretty much long-lasting fragrance, long-lasting fruity fresh fragrance. So if I'm to present a point that would split hairs in terms of where you should go, which one you should go with to buy, in terms of costing, this you have more per bottle, because this is a 3.4, I think it's supposed to be a 3.4 milliliter, versus this is just a 2.5, just being 2.5. So, and on the market, this is also more expensive. In Ghana market, you will see this from about $15,000 to about $20,000, depending on where you go, and you would see this for about $12,000 to about $15,000, depend on the store or site you decide to go and buy it on. So, for value, this is your better bet, but in my opinion, my personal opinion, and the reason I'm saying personal opinion because this is my second bottle. As much as it's smaller, I prefer this. So I will probably pay the additional $3,000 or $4,000 just to get me another one of this if this should ever run out. But both of these fragrances are very great. I would recommend either, depends on where your budget falls. So, and if you have enough money, you could maybe splurge on both and layer them. Now that I'm thinking about it, I've never layered them to see what might be the scent they spawn. Perhaps I'll do that on the next one. So, just to end off this video, follow, like, and prepare for more content, and always remember, start your day smelling great.